Laird Farmer 73 in the house. How y'all doing tonight? There we go. Don't want to give too much away.
There you go.
See me?
I always give my dad the notification.
How is y'all doing tonight? Good to see everybody in the Greenhouse Lounge tonight. Before I get going, I want to say, because so many people contacted me and say, what's going on, Philadelphia? How you doing? So good, Gardner, Miss P, Barbara, Purvis. How y'all doing? Everybody said, Lev, why did you take the video down this morning? Hey, Courtney Jackson. It's Butterfly Effect in the house. How you doing, Firefighter, Prosper, and Prepared, Nikki, Colleen, Gigi, MYOS1, that name. Woo. Hey, from Detroit. Nick Thomas in the house. I got something for you, Nick. Just because you told me to. I'm going to show you them elephant ears, man. I made sure I went and fed them and everything this year. Natasha Newsom said, no, I didn't get to see it. You ain't missed nothing. The video I did at 7 o'clock this morning on the way to work, I had a commute ranch dressing. Hey, Pat Daniel. Kamika Burton, Nurse Too Good, Monique Foster. How you doing, Monique? From Oklahoma. Silver Stacks in the house. What's up, my brother? Thank you, my brother. Say holla at your boy. You already know. It's good to see everybody. I'm gonna get right into it because I'm not gonna stay long. I got a couple of subjects. Well, not subjects. One, hey, all the things Acres. How you doing? Gigi, good. I'm gonna call you Gigi, but there's a lot of Gigi's in here, so you might want to watch out. Hey, 111 007. Whew, that's a lot. What's up, Bert Richardson, my man? Bert Richardson got a picture, a thumbnail. What's up, man? You should have a yes. Hold tight. Yes. I got a whole thing for that. 2 Max in the pack. How you doing tonight? It's good to see you there. Said just got a notice. 518 pint. What? Live? Oh. Bummer. I don't know what that was talking about. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. Something was over. Say, I saw you lights out for the day. Great video. Oh. Okay, y'all talk about the video that I took off. I took the video off because I had to think about something. My wife was in my head. And what that is I let somebody get under my skin and I made a video about it. And I was like, why did I let that happen? Put it like this. It was counterproductive. It made me feel better, but it didn't help anybody else in the room. And I said I wasn't going to make videos like that anymore. It was totally counterproductive. I still say it was the truth, but it did not help anybody else. It made me feel better. And hopefully the other person is gone. So it wasn't. And so many people was like, Led, focus on what you're supposed to be doing, man. You helping us. Don't worry about that food. I heard all of y'all. I was at work, casing my mail, and I seen so many of them comments. Led, we ain't even worried about that food. Like, you right. My folks know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to the video, I don't care about the video, the views, the money, nothing. Just get rid of that crap. Just get rid of it. It's not helping us do anything. It's not helping anybody in the Greenhouse Lounge accomplish anything. So the video that I said today, everybody knows that truth. It didn't help anybody. It only helped me, and that was being selfish, so I let it go. How you doing, Britt Mail? How you doing? All right, Brenda J. So I'm going to get right into it. Oh, you saw the deleted video, so you understand. Oh, you didn't see it. You didn't miss nothing. You heard I was doing a lot of ranting, okay? I'll probably make it unlisted so you can go see it or something. It was just nonsense. I'm going to say this. No, that wasn't Lady Lead behind me. That was my baby in that thumbnail. That was Princess Lead came to see her dad D. So, you know, I was like, nobody need to see that. Nobody need to see me clowning like the olden days. So, let's get right into it. I'm going to start with a buyer's beware. Something happened to me this week and last week that I need to let everybody know. I just explained it, Lisa. I need to let everybody know, buyers beware. Everybody in here is buying solar generators, fruit trees, gardening supplies, all this stuff online. Show of hands, I know everybody ain't in the room yet, but I want to get started quick. How many people are purchasing things online right now to get your garden journey started? You purchasing solar generators, solar panels, fruit trees. You are on your self-sufficient journey. You're on your journey to self-sufficiency. How many people? Show of hands. Good, good. Hey, Mississippi Girl Life. Who was that? Say yes, about to next coming up week. All prepared and set apart. Sound like I'm about to. So, just get it together, set apart. If you need some help, email me and let me know what you need to start with. Okay, so everybody, I want you to know this. I was purchasing something last week, and it dragged out into this week. And I finally had to call the company and cancel my order. I had problems trying to cancel my order. What's up, Eco Neighbor? What's up, man? Oh, you see my boy in the house tonight. You see him. I had to pull him out because this is how I was feeling this morning. That's why I pulled him out. If you're ordering things online, you may have a problem. And the only reason I'm not naming this company and I'm not calling them, no, not Boujarv. Don't even guess the company. No, not at all. It's nothing like that. It ain't got nothing to do with solar generators. This is a general discussion. It ain't have nothing to do with solar. I'm gonna just put it like that. The company, I bought something and they said it's going to ship within 7 to 14 days. Okay? Here's the problem. If you purchase something and it says it's going to be shipped from 7 to 14 days, you need to ask the company before you pull your credit card out, okay, 7 to 14 days, when is the date of arrival? I get when it's supposed to be shipped. I know how long it's supposed to be shipped and how long shipping takes. When is my estimated arrival date? If a company can't give you that, you better be careful. You better be careful. This is why. Because what's going on right now, some of these companies are going out of business. So you may be purchasing fruit trees from some of these companies, and they're saying for stock for 2022, and they don't even have it, and they don't plan on having it. But they need your money just like other weird stuff going on. I ain't even gonna talk about it in politics and banks. They need your money to stay afloat. If they don't get your money because it's kind of like a donation. If they don't get your money, they're going to drown. They're going to go under. So they keep taking pre-orders, knowing good and well that they cannot stay afloat with just a few orders, not even back order. They'll call it back orders. But this is what I need you to understand. Okay, last year I can kind of get the back order thing. This year, We're not receiving supplies from places. A lot of these places, the supply chain is cut off. So where's your back orders? Where's you getting all of this material from? It might not be nothing at all. So I dealt with the company that they gave me the whole runaround to get my money back. When I said, listen, I placed that order over a month ago. Okay, I placed an order over a month ago, and I've been talking to you guys. I've been real patient. You know, just tell me in a time of arrival so I know what to say. We're not quite sure yet because we're back ordered. I know that, but you said it will ship in 7 to 14 days, so I haven't received any correspondence from you whatsoever. If you knew you was gonna be late and you got all my money, you can email me. Put it like this: I know y'all busy. I know what's going on in the world right now. When I emailed you 4 times, nobody ever hit me back. So now y'all got me calling like a stalker, like, yo, I feel like the mob, like, bruh, can I get that $50 I loaned you in the club? You know? So here's the deal. You know, I'm running after people looking for my money, and it's a lot of money. No, I'm not going to run around the world looking for my hard-earned money. You know what I had to do for that? No. So I'm telling you, once I had to threaten them. That's all I can say. Had to give them a little threat. Once I had to go and get hood and ridiculous, then my money came. I'm going to tell you this. Folks always say, sometimes we can act unprofessional. We can get a little ghetto. We can get a little hood. But you know, sometimes the world will bring that out of you, and that sometimes people think that you so stupid, the only thing they want to hear, or the only thing they understand is, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing they understand. Once you start cursing, once you get loud and belligerent, that's when things start to, okay, now things is going my way. But when I'm talking nice to you and professional and calm, you keep running me around. Well, I'll call you back and my supervisor call you back. That was weeks ago. So now when I gotta watch my mouth. Now when I get young on you, the young me, then things start getting accomplished, and it still makes me feel bad. What's up, SEI Family Garden? How you doing? Hey, GG's Natural. What's up, bro? You know, then I start getting things accomplished. I don't like doing that, but if that's the only thing that's going to make you do what you're supposed to do, it is what it is, you know. So, you about to go, baby? See you later, honey. See my big baby. She grown, but that's my baby. Hey, baby. See you later, honey.
I see that.
Be careful, okay?
I am. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and I'll let Mom know.
You might want to just go home.
I have to get some snacks.
Well, get some food. Shop around here. Don't go to the grocery store. Go home. It's dark. Help her find some food. She need to go straight to the house.
Oh, yeah.
So, I lost my train of thought. You my baby here. So, I need you to be careful when you purchasing stuff online right now, because everything is not what it seems. All right? Please be careful. Right now, I had to let you know that, because now you don't know what you're going to get. So I did get a refund, and my money is on its way. And here's another thing. Pay with PayPal. If you do not have a PayPal account, you need to start that PayPal account right now, because PayPal will fix all that real quick. When you having problems out of people or companies, oh, it's like that? Hold on. PayPal. Cancel all that. This is what they did. PayPal does not hesitate to snatch that money from up under them like a welcome mat. Your money will be back in your account before the case is solved. My dumb butt didn't go do my PayPal card because my money was burning in my pocket, and I had to hurry up and I did it at work. Spontaneous buy. Don't do that. Go through PayPal because your PayPal is like your lawyer. I kid you not. Every company out there is scared of PayPal. You get a refund real quick when PayPal go knocking at their door. I'll never use my normal credit card again. They're insured and everything. PayPal, right, Gigi, PayPal do not play. And everything I buy usually be PayPal. But that day, PayPal card is at home, and I'm like fiending. Stupid me. I'ma let that go. So please, family, be careful out there. Please. Because they snatching your money. Here's another thing, another quick tip. You need to understand something. If you end up spending your money on a pre-order, whatever company, it don't matter. If you end up spending your money on a pre-order, say some fruit trees, and that company files for bankruptcy, you're part of the bankruptcy. You need to understand that. You may never see your money again. So if you're going to these companies, you spending $300, $400, $500 or even more, and that company goes under, it's gonna take you with it, like that big ship with the people playing the music and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. I can't say the name of it. So if that company goes under and they file for bankruptcy, you'll never see your money again. That's just how that works. It's loopholes around it, but I need you to understand something. Because people say, that ain't how it works. Yes, it is. Yes, you can get a lawyer. Yes, you can fight for your money back. But let's just say that you bought a power generator and it started at $500, right? That's not even enough to retain a good lawyer, to even begin to fight for you to get a $500 payday back. You understand what I'm saying? So you'll end up spending $5,000 in just the beginning to fight for a $500. It's like your car insurance. Is this little ding worth that I just hit this little guardrail? Is that worth me calling the insurance? And then the deductible is $5,000. It's $100 worth of work. The car is 20 years old. You just call it a day. So that's why I'm telling you to be careful now, so you don't even have to go through any of that. People are like, yeah, you can win your money. Kinda. Technically, you can win your money back. But it'll end up costing you $5,000 to $10,000 to try to get back $500 or $600. It's just dumb. So I'm telling you right now, use your discernment, use your brains. And if they telling you wait time might be 7 to 14 to 30 days or 20, 22, 23, just be patient. If you want it bad enough, the man upstairs will provide. Okay? So, I just need you to know. Thank you so much, love and catching blessings. Thank you, Game Nerd Mom. I just want you guys to be careful, okay? Now, off of that, be careful. My next subject is one that keep on kicking me in the grapes, and I need y'all to understand it. Fear mongering. Fear mongering. Hey, Game Nerd Mom. What is going on here? What's going on? Okay, that was a mistake. I knew it. Fear mongering. Fear mongering is going on right now. But some people are fear mongering for views on their channels. What's going on, Curly? Kiri, I think it is. I've been called a fear monger. by several people. I get it. And I'm going to tell you this. I wear that badge proudly. I wear that badge proudly. If some people think that I'm fear-mongering, maybe I am. Maybe I am. As a matter of fact, I am. I admit it. I'm fear-mongering. But, you know it's always a but with me. But, if the words that I say in these videos, when I'm trying to help people get prepared or show people the way I do or my survival tactics or whatever, if that makes you scared and shudder in your boots, it tells me something. Let me tell you a little story. It reminds me of college or high school. When a person studied for their test, when a person has been cramming, they ain't at the parties, they ain't at the block parties, they ain't over their girlfriend and boyfriend house laid up. This person has been cramming. Hey, you want to come to the party? No, I'm good, man. I got to hit the books. 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 Man, you a punk. Man, you sorry. You always, man, you on that nerdy stuff, right? I'm sure a lot of us have been there. Dude, if I don't pass this exam, man, I'm going to stay in this grade. If I don't pass this exam, I'm not going to make it. Right? Every single time that happens, your homeboy or your homegirl that did not study was always at the party, always at their boyfriend or girlfriend house, never in them books ever. And then at the last minute, they try to cram. They try to cram all that knowledge that they should have been learning the whole semester. They're trying to learn it overnight. They're drinking 5-hour energies and coffee mixes, trying to cram a semester worth of knowledge and detailed facts without plagiarism in one night. You're trying to write a paper in one night. Read and absorb the knowledge and write a paper without plagiarizing. That's utterly impossible. It's humanly impossible. And anybody that can do that is a genius and probably ain't from this planet. So my point is this. The person that slept and partied and had a good time, they are scared of the test. They are scared of the exam. They don't want to do the exam. You know what they're doing? They're trying to go to the doctor to get a doctor's note. They trying to get an excuse. They trying to be like, oh, my mama passed away. They trying to say everything they can possibly say to not have to deal with that exam or push it back a little further. And you know what the principal's saying? You know what your counselor's saying? No, you knew this was coming. You got to take that. You're going to eat that one. You're scared because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You didn't study. You didn't prepare. You didn't practice, right? Now, the person that been cramming all semester, now they're partying for the last couple of days and they giggling looking at you. They're the ones handing you the coffee, running to the gas station, get you a 5-hour energy drink in your dorm room because they laughing, they sitting back. They done been grinding so hard, they done made a song out of some of the pages, the knowledge in the pages so they can remember easy. I did that. I done made rap songs about body parts and organs just so I can remember it. I promise you this. That's why you're scared. So call me a fear monger all you want to. Because you know what? Yes. The exam is coming. Whether you want it to or not, you just look around you. The exam is coming. Okay, we already right now in midterms right now. What's going on right now, we can't even handle. This is midterm. This is just to show you how far along you are in the game. And when I'm talking about all this, yes, I'm referring to prepping and everything we're supposed to be doing. So the only reason you scared is because you know good and well if something actually happens, you are doomed. That's the only reason you scared. So if it's fear mongering, it's only your fear because you know you're not ready. I have not said nothing about nothing that's not true. I didn't say nothing. Goblins gonna start coming out the ground. I didn't say none of that. Vampire, the werewolves come out the attic. I didn't say none of that. I'm just telling you exactly, truly what's happening right now. And that's fear mongering. The only reason that you want it to be what it is because you don't want to believe it. That also brings me to a point. The people that don't believe it, they don't want to believe it. And they trying to, you know how you can make yourself believe your own lie if you say it enough times to yourself? It's people out there like that. If you say a lie enough times to yourself, you'll even start believing it. You'll even start telling people the story. Remember that time I whooped that dude, man, I hit him with that one punch and his eyeball popped out the socket? Your home be like, no, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I remember the dude getting drunk, passing out, and you spit on his shoe. I remember, but remember the part, man, when I hit him in like the eyes, and his blood was like, ooh, don't you remember? No. That dude been telling people this story and twisting it so many times in his head, he done made up his own story, and he don't even remember the truth no more. It's people out there like that. Those are the people that you're trying to convince yourself so bad that nothing is going to happen or nothing is happening. This is why you're doing it. You're doing it because you praying. If you praying, don't nothing happen because you know you doomed. So if you afraid, that's why. So you can define fear mongering all you want to, but I have not said anything that's not true because it's right here all around you. Everything I've spoke is around you. All you do is look out your front door. So if you're afraid, it's because you know good and well you ain't done what you were supposed to do. You didn't hit the books. You didn't practice. You didn't study. You didn't prepare for the test. And the test is coming. Believe that. The test is coming. You know something? In my line of work, I'm seeing the test. I think I might be seeing the test before anybody else. So, I promise you, it ain't no doubt to me what's going on right now. If it's a doubt to you, you're trying to make yourself ignorant, even though you know the truth. You know the truth. But you don't want to believe it. It's like looking in your doggone bank account. You know good and well you ain't got no money in there. Stop looking. You know every time you go to your account, that money don't drop into your account till Friday. It is Tuesday morning. Why is you keep looking in your account, you know that money ain't gonna drop. You still trying to use that card. You done used your credit card so many times or your debit card that you know good and well you got about 5 or 6 overdrafts in them joints. You know it. You praying that the bank just hope they blow it up or something. I hope the bank is closed for something. They ain't closed. You got them overdrafts. You gonna get them. They even might hold on to them for a day or two. It might not show up for a day or two, but they gonna get you. You gonna get them overdrafts. See, it ain't no different. You just trying to pretend that this is going to go away. This is just going to go away. It's not. And if you don't start doing something about it right now, which you should have been doing something, you ain't going to make it. You're not going to make it. I promise. Okay? Y'all know about that bank account. Everybody been there. Some people is there right now. How many people looked at their account today like, hey, Is it Wednesday? What is it, Wednesday? How many times you said that to yourself? It's Wednesday, right? God, I thought it was Friday. You know it ain't Friday. You know good and well it ain't Friday. That little, when you dozed off at work like that, 2 days ain't passed in that 2 minutes you dozed, your eyes got heavy. What is it, Friday? No, fool, it's still Wednesday. It's still Wednesday. And you still broke. And even when Friday come, when that money drop, you got about $400 worth of overdrafts in there. Your check is $400. You got $475 overdraft. You should stop looking anyway. You should just stop looking anyway. Go set a hat on the corner and start tap dancing or playing a banjo or something, or you ain't gonna have no money this week. You ain't have no lunch money. You better do something. Play a harmonica or something on the corner. Whatever song you know, I don't know, you better start singing it. Put a hat on the ground. Thank you very much, sir. Sweet home Alabama. Stop tap dancing. Let people walk by and throw their little change at you, because you ain't gonna have no lunch money this week. You know that bank is dry as grandma's turkey. Yeah, play the violin, something, make it happen. So yes, I'm fear mongering. I'm fear mongering, and the only people that's scared is the people that ain't did jack. When everybody keeps saying, grow your food, get your food popping. The only reason you scared because you ain't even started. I know some people in here. Now, ain't nobody talk to me about this, so I ain't gonna blow nobody's spot up. But I know it's 900 people in here. It's some people in here with a bucket full of brand new seeds. They found seeds at some of these stores, Dollar Store, Dollar General, Walmart, whatever. They found some seeds. So you got this big bucket of seeds. You done organized them, alphabetical order. Okay, let me see. I'm looking for artichoke. That's in the first. That's in the beginning. Let me see. Cauliflower. A, B, C. Here we go. You done did all that. You done put your little, your label maker. You done label maker, the doggone thing. You done did it all. But you put them in a beautiful bucket. You label made your doggone names. You alphabetical ordered them. You did everything. You got them in a nice, dry, dark place. But you ain't planted anything. Your bucket of seeds don't mean jack unless you plant them. And the only reason you scared is because you haven't done anything. I know a lot of people in here right now ain't done nothing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna give me some cuttings next week. You ain't did nothing. I'm gonna try to graft next week. You ain't did nothing. I'm gonna plant my tomatoes in the morning. You ain't did nothing. So, that's all my point. Just get yourself together. That's all I'm saying. But for the folks that say I'm fear mongering, yes, I am. And the only reason you either don't believe it or you scared. You scared to even start. I understand how that is. Who was that? Thank you so much, Twaller. Said, I'm thankful for you and Lady Les teaching even your children are inspiration with the oil. Y'all are a blessing to me and mine. Thank you so much. But that right there, see? I didn't make my daughter start making hair care products. She was like, I'm going to do something I love to do, something I've been doing, and I'm going to try to make income from it. That was not my idea. That was hers. That her initiative. So with her initiative, me and her mom backs her up trying to keep her business going and keep her business alive for her hair care products. Because that's drive. All it takes, family, is you getting up off your cheeks and just start. Half the time when I'm doing them videos about me planting something and I do it live, or I do a video step by step, which I don't do many, that's for you. That right there is for you. I know how to plant a seed. I know how to plant a tree. I know how to take a cutting and graft. I know how. That's for you, family. When people say, do you got a book? Man, it's right there, that video right there. All you gotta do is follow it step by step, and you're gonna have a tree in a week or two. Look, here you go. Here's a cutting. There you go. That's a black mission fig cutting right there. A cutting. I just cut off a dang on big branch off of my black mission fig, stripped all the leaves off, and all of this grew back. And all the roots is right there trying to escape. Now I'm just going to put it in another pot. And I got 6 of these. All you got to do is just go try it. And you know how many people try it and then turn around and be like, it worked. I get emails all the time, Lad, it worked. Lad, that stuff really worked. I know. Hey, everything fresh and sassy, how you doing? No, I don't have a book. That's why right now, instead of just watching videos, people should be taking notes. When I'm watching a video, learning something, I have a pen and paper in my hand. And I'll keep rewinding, because a lot of the people I watch don't even speak English. So I got to write down what they're doing. So I'm kind of translating by what their body movements are doing. I got books of things and notes that I've made for me. And then I translate it and try to give it to you. You know? That's all. It's free knowledge. How you doing, Sade? Prepared and set apart says some of them folks, I missed it. Some of them folks in India. No, they all over the world. All over the world. You don't just go to people. It's even people out there that you don't like. People don't like me. That don't mean you can't learn from me. I don't like some people too. I don't mean I can't learn from them. Land say from Australia. Love your work. God bless you and your family. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So, I didn't have much for y'all tonight. I just really wanted to please make sure before you go whipping your credit card out, man, be careful and watch out for that 7 to 14 day delivery crap. Remember, while your money is somewhere floating in outer space, you waiting on a product, that 7 to 14 day shipping thing could end up being, that's how long they got before that, not foreclosure. Bankruptcy is complete. Hey, to Abundant Acres, thank you for that. Say that label market cut is deep. Thank you. You messing me up, honey. My baby trying to FaceTime me and let me know she made it home. What panels go with generators behind you? I got rich solar panels and I got Harbor Freight panels, and don't do Harbor Freight if you don't know what you're doing. If you asking the question, just don't do the Harbor Freight panels because they get a little tricky. Rich Solar and Renogy solar panels, 100 watt panels. So right now, I guess I'm going to open it up for questions because I'm done. I don't want to rant all night. Open up for questions, and then we get on out of here. Trina's Organic Lifestyle, we need to be like that shoe company and just do it. There you go. Just do it. Hey, Led, about the Blue Eddy solar panel 1500. What about the Blue Eddy solar panel 1500? What about it? I don't know what you're asking. Let me see. What are you planting for winter? Whatever I can. I don't do that. I don't do the whole, I got a list. I know all the other gardeners got lists. If I don't feel like growing something, everything I do is kind of random. That's just how I get down. I don't know. I'm not a serious planner, because when I plan things, I let people down because my life is so busy. Led, what panels is compatible with a Jackery? If you get a Jackery, I would stick with Jackery panels, because if you get any other kind of panel, you can get any other kind of panel, but it's not. It's only going to bring in about 86 watts. If you get any, I don't care how many watts, how many amps, whatever you put in, you're going to get 8. Look, here you go right here. Right now, I'm coming in through the DC, and I'm only getting 85 watts. Now, that's normal. But even on a solar panel, so right now, I'm getting the exact same amount I would be getting off of a solar panel. So you know what I do? When I come home from work, whatever solar generator I use at work for my refrigerator, my Bouge RV, I just plug it into my Big Daddy back here. He fully charged all day. And I plug it into him and drain it into whatever device that I've been using. It don't need the solar panel. Some things do not need a solar panel. I mean, if you got other devices, I wouldn't even waste my time. My seeds are sitting in a basket, not a box, and I got my stockpile and water storage. See, there you go. Land says, in Australia, we are in lockdown today. Melbourne exactly total 200 days being locked up. Only food stores open. Very difficult to buy supply hardware. Oh my God. But you know something? Yes, send me an email, Straight 8. Thank you for that information, Australia. Thank you for that. Because I told y'all a while back, anything that happens on the other side of the world or anything that happens in another country, if you think it won't have a trickle-down effect to us in the States, you're lying to yourself. What's going on right now over there, we ain't going to talk about it, and please don't say it. What's going on over there right now is we're going to feel that soon. A lot of we're going to feel that real soon. Okay? So you better get your food together, because if my friend in Australia right there, Land, just said they on 200-day lockdown, and it's like, good luck. Do you think that's not about to hit here? I promise you, that is coming. That is coming. Anything that happens all around the world, everything here fluctuates. Yeah, we might not have to pick up arms, but we get hit in other ways. Prices go up. I went to the store yesterday, and I left the store because I was like, woo, I'm glad I got what I need, because this, I couldn't do it. If you're trying to get supplies right now, I will pray for you. I will pray for you. Some people like, oh, it's, you know, it's food on these shelves, and some people think it's just a, you know, that one store where people wear pajamas at. It's not just that store. It's all over. And the people that believe that that's what I just got through saying. You're just trying to trick yourself into believing that everything is going to be all right. You're trying to trick yourself into why are Harbor Freight panels so tricky? Because they have the SAE plug. And I changed all of my SAE plugs into MC4 plugs. And if you don't know how to do that, that's tricky. So I just want you guys to know that it is in every store. And you, just because it's not down the aisle that you normally go down, you need to go look at the other parts of the store. Mississippi Garden Girl, Subled, do you have any recommendations for a wood burning stove? Just get one. Just get one if you can find one. Mississippi Garden Girl got a video. She been going to store to store to store, showing you what's in her area in North Carolina. She's in here right now. She's one of my moderators in blue. She's going from store to store to store. Go check out Mississippi Garden Girl channel. She's going to show you. She going to show you. That's what's in North Carolina. You want to know something, Mississippi Garden Girl, if you still in here? One day, I was watching your video, pulled up to the store, you know which one, went in, and my store was burnt down like that. I was like, ooh, wee. It ain't just North Carolina. It ain't just South Carolina. This is happening all over. So people that's finding food, I don't know what you find in, you know, but that to me is just another, you don't want to believe the truth. I can't make you believe the truth. Thank you so much, Heather Keller. Yeah, right. Set up that PayPal account. Don't buy nothing else right now without PayPal. Thank you for bringing that back up. Don't purchase nothing else right now without a PayPal account. Because how many businesses you know right now that went out of business in this last year? That don't even exist anymore. I went online to some places I frequent. They gone. They're gone. Their stuff is still on, like if you look them up on Google, but if you click on it, ain't nothing there. Yeah, been waiting to order, but get your PayPal card, because PayPal, they'll back you up. I just stock up 97 Sugar 5 X 18. I don't know what that was. Don't have chickens. You know something? Can I tell you a little bit of wifey wisdom? That's what I call her. I'm gonna tell you a little bit of this wifey wisdom. I love my baby. I told her, everybody, we've been preserving eggs, but we do it in the freezer. I showed y'all the frozen eggs, right? Yeah. And I was like, I gotta do this a better way. We got to store eggs. Because when I say I have buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets of eggs, my daughter just took a bucket of eggs with her, literally. A bucket of eggs. That's a 2-gallon Home Depot bucket of eggs. My wife tell me, now I'm panicking. Last night, I'm panicking. We in the bed. And I'm like, I gotta figure out something about these eggs. She said, baby, why? No, I got something better, Carol. Hold tight for this one. This is wifey wisdom. Wifey wisdom. Hit me so bad, it wasn't no words. I just rolled over and kissed her. I said, that's why I love you. You be killing them. My wife is straight gangster up here. She used to throw them handles, but she don't do that no more. That wisdom, that wifey wisdom. This is what she said, baby. Stop worrying about you about to go out and spend $1 billion on trying to on freeze drying eggs, on freezing eggs. And I'm like, we ain't got enough energy to keep the freezers running, Scotty Spock. I'm freaking out like this enterprise is about to blow up. She said, baby, all we have to do is maintain the chickens. We'll always have fresh, organic eggs. It will cost pennies on a dollar to maintain the chicken coop and keep it secure versus spending thousands of dollars on some machine that takes too much energy or keep these freezers running. If the lights go out, all we have to do is maintain the coop, secure the coop. We'll always have chickens. We'll always have eggs. She said, and look, we still growing our food for the chickens. As long as we growing our crop for the chickens to feed the chickens is going to feed us. We'll always have fresh eggs. Boom. Baby, that's why I love you. I'm panicking because I know what's going on. I know what's going on around. And yeah, if you don't think I'm not panicking and scrambling around and still trying to get ducks in a row, even though I know I'm ready, you're never fully ready. Don't ever say that, okay, I'm done prepping, I'm done stocking, because you really never are. But that doggone wifey wisdom, I'm going to have her make her own t-shirt and name it wifey. But let me write that down. That's some good stuff. I'm going to write that down. Wifey wisdom. Let me write that. I need to make a note of that. I'm serious too. That's because that blew my head straight back. Come on, notes. Yeah, put that in there so I don't forget it. Wifey wisdom. My baby. There we go. From Lady Leg. So some of these problems have simpler solutions to them. And we just overthinking. Like me, overthinking. There you go. Pickle and boiling eggs and all of that. Yes, that's great. But if you maintain your chickens, you'll get an egg every day. and you'll get, that's breakfast. And if worse come to worse, you'll have dinner. You know? The only thing we really worried about is, hey, I might have to go get a rooster. So we can keep those eggs hatching and keep our, that's right, virtuous woman. Amen to that. Yes, yes she is. She always say I be ranch dressing it, and she know I kind of fly off the handle sometimes. That's why she bring me down here. You see what happened this morning? I went off the handle. Yeah. I came to bed late. I ain't have the time to, you know, get no calming. So, any questions? I'm sorry. Any questions before we go? We'll do 10 minutes. I always say that, don't I? She ain't had time. She was already asleep. She couldn't call me. What is your suggestion for water storage in an apartment? I showed you my water jugs. I don't have them with me right now. Go to that one store where they wear pajamas. And back in the camping section, they got 6-gallon water jugs. Igloo water jugs. Just get as many as you can afford. Fill them up. Or fill up your bathtub. Fill up your pots and your pans. If it come down to it, that's what you need to start thinking about. But for now, while we have time, you need to be purchasing things that you can store water in, and buy some water tablets, and make sure you have some chlorine bleach. Don't get the stuff with smell like lavenders and stuff. Get 100% plain old bleach. It comes in handy in a lot more things than you ever know. Let me see. What is your biggest solar generator? It's the blue. Behind me is the Blue Eddy AC 200p. The AC 200p is behind me. I talk too much. That's it. Have those 6-gallon containers. I have those 6-gallon containers, the 5 and the 3. I live to over prepare. Amen. My husband bought a hand pump. Do you think that will work? A hand pump for what? That's the question. I don't know, Garden. Twitty. Are you going to build your own solar generator? No, I have no interest in doing that. If I do it, it'll just, I already have a set, and I don't even use it. Because these, I have no reason to do that. Not at this time. I'm not trying to power my entire house. This thing behind me powers a lot. So it's like, alkaline water in stores a good sub. Alkaline waters in stores a good sub. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about survival, and if you can get clean drinking water, you might want to concentrate a little bit on that. Now, if you're just talking about for your everyday, you can do whatever you want to do. But survival, you need to start thinking about getting your water together however you can get it. If you can figure out a way to make it alkaline and everything, go for it. But I ain't going to lie to you. That's the last thing on my mind. I'm not going to begin to lie to you. How to store food and water in this hot heat. I don't know where you are. Here's the thing, and I'm glad. That's a good question. I hear you, S. Garza. Listen. Here's the thing about prepping. You may want to have several stashes in several places. And here's another thing. You need temperature control. Meaning, don't be storing stuff in your attic. If you have like a normal roof. If you got a metal roof or something, maybe. Because it cuts, and solar fans up there, that cuts down on a lot of heat. Or in your basement in the winter where things get cold and it creates mold and mildew. You need it somewhere where the temperature stays fairly normal, like somewhere in your house somewhere. I hear people prepping and putting stuff in sheds and garages, rats in there. It attracts rats, and rats be done nibbled through their buckets and all kind of stuff, and they don't even know until it's too late. Mylar bags cannot keep away rats. I don't give a crap what you think. Buckets can't either. Right, you got to have it in several places too. How long can water safely sit in an igloo container? I don't know. You might have to Google that. Let me see. Check your preps often. Correct. Check your preps often. And if you, how many people? I wish I could get up, but I got my drawers on. How many people know how to can? Show of hands. How many people know how to pressure can? Or can their own food, preserve their own food by canning, not drying, not freeze drying, none of that. I know you do, GG Natural. I know Homestead Heart do. I'm looking for something specific. C7, the HOA Homesteader. Ession Family Garden. Okay. I can see your thumbnail real good. Ession Family Garden. Okay. I'm going to say this. Say thanks to you and Homestead Heart. I do too. Listen, Homestead Heart taught me. So I'm going to tell you this. I see a lot of ladies in the house tonight. Much respect to all the queens in the house that know how to pressure can. Thank you. Now, for all my ladies that know how to pressure can you do me a favor? I never ask for many favors. I don't ask you to like, I don't ask you to subscribe, I don't ask you to share my videos. But I do have one favor for you. Every blue moon I got a favor. The Bull's Garden. Good to see you, brother. Ladies in the house, can you do me a favor? Can you teach your man? Yes, everything fresh and sassy. Yes, you can. Yes, you know how to can. Can you teach your man or a man in your family? You do not have to be married to him. You do not have to be related to him. Can you teach a man how to can? The reason why I was looking for specific names, because I was looking for the fellas in the house that know how to can their own food, preserve their own food, pressure can their own food. My man doesn't think canning is necessary. This is why I ask. My husband helps me can. Okay, that's good to hear. I've been canning vegetables. Yes, if he'll listen. Make a game out of it. Make a game out of it. Maybe they'll win a little prize, you know. I don't know. The reason I say this is canning is not a woman's thing. Canning is not a man-woman thing. That's kind of where things get weird. It's because we've labeled ourselves to do certain jobs, you know. That's a provider thing. I'm just saying. That's, you know, I don't know where the roles got crossed back in the day sometime. But that's part of providing. For instance, our ancestors not necessarily pressure canned, but they cured the meat and they brought it home to their wives and children. While they're out on the hunt, they can't carry back a whole buffalo. So they would have to be on the range, cure the meat, dry the meat on the range, prepare the meat, and then cut the meat up so they could travel with it, then carry it back home to feed their family. So to me, I don't know where the roads got crossed at. But we need to, I seen something. Let me see, what was that? We need to all know how to do this because this is about survival. This ain't about roles right now. Like, who should be learning how to shoot a bow and arrow? First thing people will think is a man. Lady Leg can put your eye out at 50 yards. Lady Leg is a beast. She's a natural. I'm telling you. I don't know what I would hand her first if we got in some trouble. One of them things or a bow and arrow. I don't know what I would hand her. She kind of like dude on Walking Dead. He don't even carry no pow. He got a bow. He got a crossbow. He don't even want no pow. You hear how I'm saying that? She's a beast. So, I'm just saying, family, if you don't know how to pressure can, this is what I'm going to have for you. My friend Ession Family Garden, Eco Neighbor, y'all hear when I announce this? I'm going to introduce tonight, at the end of this show, we've been here 60 minutes, Kitchen Kings. Y'all done woke me up. Sapper Gardener, Ession Family Garden, The Bulls Garden, Eco Neighbor. Y'all done woke up the beast. I'm going to open up the Kitchen Kings. And ladies, just because I said kings does not mean that you can't join in. We're going to start cooking. We're going to start throwing down. Because once we get in that garden, we still got to cook it. And here's one thing right here. We're going to learn how to pressure can together, fellas. I learned how to pressure can with about 4,000 ladies. I learned how to pressure can with about 4,000 ladies. I ain't scared of that. So I think we all should get together and pressure can. And number 2, where's my girl Gigi's Natural? I'm going to have you guys do me a favor. I got eggplants this big outside. I'm going to take you out and I'm going to do a short video for you. In that video, I want you to give me a recipe on how to cook an eggplant. I love eggplant. Never cooked one a day in my life. So I'm going to be taking all eggplant recipes, fried, baked, cheese, stuffed. I don't care what you say. But I'm going to do a short video and I want you to put as many recipes as you can put down there. And I'm going to follow it to the T and I'm going to record it. Okay? So, I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to leave on a lighter note. I didn't want to leave like this again. Give me bad spirits on the way to the bed. But family, please do something for yourself. Please. This ain't a game. This ain't a drill. All this stuff we've been through in the last almost 2 years. You know, we've been going through this for almost 2 years. It's going on 2 years, family. Don't seem like it hasn't. Think about it. Think about it. We've been going through this for almost 2 years. You know, and I know it's getting worse by the week. If you're, let's say this. Has it gotten better in 2 years? If you don't believe what's going on, has it got better at all? Even a little bit? Even a little? Has it? I mean, be honest with yourself. Say, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is getting worse. I'm asking the people that don't believe there's a problem. Has it even got a little better? For you, maybe for you, but I need to know. Because I know a lot of people out of work, and now people about to lose their house for real. That little hold on to the eviction thing, if they don't hurry up and fix that, it's going to be, you know what we used to call it when we lived in Atlanta. We lived in Metro Atlanta in a little apartment called Peyton Place Apartments. We didn't have no furniture. We first moved there. We was broke. So you know how we got our first furniture? Well, I can say me because that was before my wife came down. I called it fresh put out because in Atlanta, Georgia, there was a law in Atlanta, Georgia that I had never heard from coming from Ohio. In Ohio, your eviction was like 90 days. You got to wait 90 days before you get no payment. Then you have to go down to the courthouse. I was a landlord. Trust me, I've been through it. Then you can go to the courthouse and file your plea and everything else. Then it take another 90 days for them to put in the paperwork. Then it take another 90 days for the sheriff to actually come out and put out the tenant. So your slumming tenant will be in your apartment for almost a year before they get actually physically removed from your property. Then they done tore it up and everything else, and you've lost a year worth of income in that place. That's why I don't do rental properties anymore. So when I was in Atlanta, I went all the way around the block with that. When I was in Atlanta, we called it fresh put out. Because in Atlanta, Georgia, there is no such thing. In Atlanta, if you don't pay your rent in 30 days, you got to get out today. When I learned that moving into Georgia, that scared the life out of me. There is no cushion there. There is no safety net. There is no... Payday is today. If you have to pay tomorrow, you got to pay another $125 late fee. If you got to pay the day after that, that's almost $300 or $400. Now you're going to get put out. We can actually put you out the day of payment. But some people got a little bit of heart. So you got that 2-day grace period. But if you can't pay your rent, you sure ain't going to come up with another $500 to add on top of what you already can't pay. So guess where they have the right to go in your apartment, whether you there or not, and start grabbing your stuff and put it on the curb. So we called it either Kirby's or fresh put out. So I furnished my whole first apartment off of everybody else's stuff. Unfortunately, you got to get in where you fit in if you ain't got it popping off like that. So I'm telling you, everybody that live in Atlanta, Georgia, no, I'm not lying. Now, things may have changed over the last, when I lived there, 15, damn, that's been almost 20 years ago. About 15 years ago, 15, 16 years ago, things may have changed. But back then, 15 years ago, you know I ain't lying. You don't pay, you don't stay. Period. Oh, somebody said nope, it's still the same. So, people are about to be getting put out of their house, and what I come to find out, it's a lot of states, just like Atlanta, Georgia, you don't pay, you don't stay. There is no 90-day grace period, 90-day court system, 90-day sheriff deputy. No, don't pay, don't stay. Not in Florida, 15 days and you're out. See, there you go. So, that's what I'm talking about right there. Okay? So people are about to get put out of their homes. A lot of people are already out. There used to be a place in Atlanta, I don't know if it still exists. They called it Tent City under the bridge on 285. Is that still there? Is that still a thing? I've made lots of money on the curb score. Oh, yes, it's still there? See? You drive down 285 and you see about a quarter mile of just tents and tarps and shanties and what do they call it in the UK? Ticky-tacky? Sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny, but it is. That's a funny word, man. Ticky-tacky. It's shanty. So, yes. Tent City. They got another tent city in Dallas. Dallas, Texas just broke up a tent city. Okay. But you know what? To me, I'm almost like, why would you break this up? Because these people have nowhere to go. And once they have nowhere to go, they end up like wandering through the neighborhoods because when they out in the open, it's easy for them to get caught. Then they wander through the neighborhoods and say, ooh, this look like a nice car to get a nap in. Let me see. So, it's terrible. I could go all the way in with a whole nother segment of this, but I'm not going to do it because I get a little sad about it. is because it's so. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. Everybody know where that is. It's same as Detroit. I'm right by Detroit, Michigan. There are so many abandoned houses and empty lots where I'm from. It's not necessarily that you got land. Most of the houses I lived in, I kind of had land because you got about 3 or 4 empty lots next to you where a house done burned down and they mowed it down and it's just an empty lot full of rats and unsavory people. It's so many places where they could let people go. If you took some of the tax money, instead of doing nonsense like working on a pothole for 4 months that's never done, man, you could have invested that in $1 million or $2 million into cleaning up a few of them houses and make them like halfway houses or something. You could. It's too many, man. Listen, I got family in Detroit, Michigan, and I hate to go there because it's so sad. Driving through my city to Detroit, driving through Toledo, Ohio, and getting to Detroit, all of that, man. Hell, I can start in Cincinnati, Cleveland, Indiana, Detroit, Michigan, all of that, man. It's like a war zone, and it hurts my heart. Like, you don't know what to do. It's going to be a lot more people, man, that's getting put out of these houses in a minute. And I'm not talking about people that just don't like paying rent. I'm talking about people that didn't have no choice. You lost your job because of what's going on. You lost your job because they had to close up because they couldn't make money of what's going on. Everything, this, what I tell you about that domino effect. That domino effect is happening, whether you want it to or not. It's catching us all. All I'll be asking is just to get ready for that. Because if you don't think that domino is going to be able to knock you over, you fooling yourself. So people buying houses up in Detroit for $500. Let me tell you something how bad it was when I lived back home. I could buy a house for $1. Anybody know about that? Where you could go down to the town hall and they had the dollar house. The only deal was you wasn't allowed to go inside of it. They auctioned off houses for $1. I almost bought one, and Lord, thank you that I did not. Because once you buy that dollar house, you have a certain amount of time to fix it up. But you still got to pay your land taxes on it. And if you don't abide by their rules, now this is a long time ago, if you don't abide by their rules for buying it for $1 and fix it up in that amount of time, guess what? They put the actual real mortgage back on it, and then you'll end up paying for a dope house. You'll end up paying like $30,000, $40,000. This thing ain't even got no roof. You know, birds and squirrels live in this. Telling you, man, I done seen it. I done seen it all. Now, what I did used to do is refurbish. I'm trying to say this without saying it. Yeah, it might be burnt down too, right? Most of me is burnt down. The Taj Mahal. Anybody know what that is? I'm not going to say it. Don't say it. But do anybody know what the Taj Mahal is on New Jack City? Okay. So I'm talking in code, okay? You with me? So me and Lady Laird used to refurbish Taj Mahals and refurbish them back. Oh, Game Nerd Mom, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? You know exactly what I'm talking. Austin and LaGrange, forget about it. We used to refurbish them Taj Mahals and either sell them or rent them out. I'll never be a landlord again. I never want to do that again. Not even to millionaires. I would never want to do that. Is awful. That's an awful way to live. I would buy them and sell them, but I would never be a landlord again. Never. So yeah. That's what we used to do. Let me see. Yeah, I did, Miss Native Cherokee, and I got your email. I'm going to speak to you on that, okay? Led, does the Jackery have pass through? Yes, it does. Where can you use AC while solar charging? No, you can't. You can't charge through AC and solar charge at the same time on a Jackery 500. I have the 500. You can't do both. Hell, the thing don't even want to bring in the right amount of watts anyway. Amps anyway. Is it hard to get people to respect your property? Oh, it's hard to get people to respect your property. I would never be a landlord either. That's because it don't belong to them. You know how it is. You know how it is. Somebody else's stuff, man. You don't put the same thought and care into it that somebody else would do it. What's going on, Lady J? That's right, bull. You know what I'm talking about. Let me see. Thanks for the update. It's better to sell than be a landlord. All day. All day. Even if you own a multiplex. I used to own quadruplexes. Do you know what that is? I know that might be a northern thing because I don't see none down here. That is 4 apartments. Like 2 on this side, 2 on this side. It's A, B, C, D. Nightmare. Especially when they just skip out and leave all their furniture upstairs. No, I'm going to take that down, Eve Mac, okay? Because people look at that as some weird, they look at that as some strange stuff. They might flag me for that. Hey, honey gal. Yeah, that's up north, quadruplexes. So I had 2 of those. I had 2 of them in a house. A single family house. Oh, you in Indiana, you know what I'm talking about too. Yeah, single family homes is much better. Yeah, you still got to put them out though. I hate saying that because I used to be a renter. That's why I keep telling people, get out of those apartments. I promise you, I know people don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear it. But please work toward, I would live in a trailer before I would live in an apartment. I know you don't want to believe that, but that's my truth. Homestead Engineering, we currently flip houses and rent houses. I pray for you. The flipping part, okay, but the renting them, I'll never do that again. I never had a good experience. Never. We rented but was afraid hubby was going to jail. Because you always got to go in there and get hood, try to get your money or trying to get them out. What haven't you done? You don't look old enough to have all these experiences, but it's our benefit with all the knowledge. I started really young. Listen, I moved out of my parents' house when I was 17 years old. I had my own home, my own single family home at 17 years old. When I met my wife, she moved into my house. She didn't move in my mama's basement. I started really, really early, and it taught me a lot of stuff because I did it all backwards. I was young and dumb, and I did everything backwards, and I learned a lot of horrible lessons the hard way. That's how. Matter of fact, I owned my first quadruplex. I think she would correct me. I want to say I was 20. I think I was 20 years old. See, my son was born. I was 20 years old when I bought my first quadruplex. While everybody else was out buying rims and tires, I ain't saying I didn't do that too, but that's all they thought about. They're buying rims, tires, tennis shoes, clothes, gear. I did it too. I'm not going to knock my homies. I did it too, but I wanted to buy my income first. You understand what I'm saying? I wanted to invest in something that's going to give me enough money that's where I can buy the fresh clothes. But now I have a reason to wear it because I am making the money. When everything was clicking right, which was rare, it was sweet. I made plenty of money. Plenty of money off my properties. But it don't always just work. It ain't always smooth all the time. You got to get in the middle of domestic disturbances. I hate that. You know, the woman is paying. Quick story. The woman was paying her rent. She never was late on the rent. Never. And when I say never, I'm talking about it was a time where she was a little late. I don't even count that because she was never late. And the only reason she was late because her job was tripping. Even though she paid her rent, she kept her apartment clean. She even came out and swept the front of the yard. It's a quadruplex, so it's 4 families living in this house. Even though she did all of that for everybody, her dude whooped on her. He beat on her. Who did she call? Not 911. Led, he over here and he won't leave. What you want me to do? She calling me at 2 and 3 in the morning. Don't hit me. I gotta wake her up like, look, I'ma go on over here. Dude beating on old girl again. So I'm going to try to intervene. Of course, I'm gonna call the police first, because if I go by myself, it's not gonna end well. One of us is gonna end up leaking or in prison or worse. Plus, you tearing up my property, you tearing up this woman, and you tearing up my property. You don't even live here, you ain't on the lease. I can't tell you the rest. But even when things is going well financially with your property, it might not go well domestically. You might not even like your tenant, or your tenant lied to you and they got somebody else in there that ain't supposed to be in it. How did your aunt and your grandma end up being in here? This is a 1-bedroom. People sleep all on the stove. I'll never do that again. Never. I don't care how much money they got. I don't care if I rent out in the ghetto or rent in $1 million mansions. I will never do it again, because you're dealing with other people's personalities and other people's glitches. Never, man. People all sleep up on the countertop. This is a true story. I walked in one of my apartments one time and I finally caught them. They was finally home. All of them. Cars all over the place. Whole family in there. I show up. And if she watching me, you know I'm talking about you. I walk up in there, man, people all sleep. They like kitty cats. You ever been in a person with a bunch of kitty cats in their house? Kitty cats sleeping all on the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan is spinning, but it got about 6 kitty cats hanging on to it. And kitty cats all under the couch, in the cushions. That's how the people was. I'm stepping over stuff. You stepping on people. I thought that was carpet. It was carpet there last month. Oh, God. Where's my refrigerator? I let my cousin Tony use it. Who lets people use refrigerators? You let people borrow a cigarette. You say, man, let me bum a square from you. You don't say, let me bum a refrigerator from you. You know what I'm saying? Who asks for stuff like that? And then the dumber part is, who says yes? Who answers you and replies with a positive answer? People sleep all on the countertops, all in the kitchen. I was scared to look in the oven. I refuse. It smelled. I'm gonna stop right there. That was Led's true life story right there. I had to come out because I was going back in time. I was about to take y'all down a real dark alley of my life. I don't want to go there. Okay? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. But before you get it, like people always talk about some go buy land and go buy property, you better know what you're getting into. Please talk to somebody like me that has done it both. I've owned land, I've owned property. It don't go like they tell you on TV or one of these infomercials. I own 17 homes and I bring back, I'm getting another check for $4 million this week with my Maserati behind me. Oh, we're just counting the cash. Cut the crap. Man, that's a lie. It don't work like that. Even if you're a good agent or you're a good landlord, I don't care how rich your tenant is. If they paying the rent, somebody getting beat up. Some windows getting busted. You're going to have to replace some doggone tiles, some bricks, because stuff like, what's all this white powder? Listen, we'll clean it up. I didn't ask you that. I mean, what is, don't touch it. What is this, man? What is y'all, yeah. What is this? Sir, don't ask no more questions, okay? We'll pay the rent. All right, man, but clean this up, man. Clean this up before I call the cops. Clean, man, this is my place, man. You gotta go. Think I'm lying? I done seen it all, man. I done seen it all. What? I'm looking like on Tubbs and Crockett. Remember when they do remember back in the 80s, before we really knew a lot about drugs, they would do stuff like this. Oh yeah, that's right. You would dig all in somebody other clothes or in their ashtray. That's right. That tastes like Philadelphia Wham Bam. Get them. No, that was nonsense. You people. Yep, that's it. Get them. There wasn't no test that they, like now with NCIS and stuff, and then the little water turned blue. They didn't do that in the 80s. They did this. And what's this residue? Yeah, that's it. Book them. I'm going into the evidence room. Next thing you know, that cop is, I'm telling you, in like Pookie. My stories, maybe I need to write a book. Because listen, these are true life stories. My wife can tell you, I can't make this up. I can't make it up. And I'm not going to say the girl name because I don't want to put her out there. Nobody ever know that. Yes, they will. That's a rare name. I ain't going to put her out there. Telling you, I done seen it all. I'll never do that again. Never. Maybe flipping houses, flipping land, maybe buy some land because that ain't so bad. But I'll flip a house. I won't ever rent one out again. If you saw my true life stories, everybody in my life will tell you he ain't lying. I was there. What's that one dude named? He a comedian. He been in everything. He's been in every event from Michael Jackson, Prince. He's always somewhere. He's a comedian. Can't think his name. He big time. Right off the bat. Somebody give me his name. I know you know who I'm not. Chris Tucker. He's a comedian and he's been in everybody's business he's part of why some people have blown up, and it was because of him and nobody even know it. Not Eddie Griffin, not Dave, TK Kirkland. TK Kirkland. TK Kirkland been in everybody's business and don't nobody even know it. Hung out with Charlie Murphy, hung out with Prince, hung out with Michael Jackson, hung out with every single person and helped make some of them big stars and nobody even know TK Kirkland, the comic, blew him up. Nobody know. So he always talk about his true life stories. If you seen mine, you would think I was TK Kirkland. You wouldn't even believe it. You wouldn't believe nothing I'm telling you. I promise you. Maybe I will end up writing a book someday. It'll trip you out. Because everything in my life make you laugh. Everything in my life is a joke. It's like, you put it like this. When I say a joke, you won't believe it. It's so stupid you won't believe it. So, anyway, I'm going to leave y'all alone. I done had y'all on here for an hour and a half. I could do this all night because I got that drug out way more memories. I don't even want to start that. Anyway, you guys, please just be careful out there. And if you don't believe what's going on, I know a little bit more than you think I know. That's all I can say. Y'all welcome. You welcome. I know a lot more than you think I know. And it's not because... All I can say is I know more than you think I know. And if you don't get yourself together and fast, man, you gonna be in some trouble. You're gonna be in a lot of trouble. And I ain't talking about mommy and daddy about to come home and give you a spanking. No. You're gonna be one of those ones that do not make it. And it's a lot of people in here that's spiritual. I don't care what religion you talking about, but you're a spiritual person. And most people read that history book. But people don't listen to it. People don't listen to nothing in it. And I'm not bashing on nobody because I ain't a whole bunch better in a couple of different ways. But I promise you this. It's stuff in there that tells you you need to be getting yourself together. You should have been getting yourself together at birth. Nobody read that part though. I seen a little girl the other day, hair done, nails done. I knew it because checks came out. Hair done, nails done, baby got on Jordans. And it wasn't none of my business, but I found myself didn't even know I was doing it until I looked in the mirror. I'm in my truck and I'm doing this. I don't even know I'm shaking my head till okay, green light, and I look in the mirror doing this, like, oh, let me stop that. I didn't look at it as saying, I'm better than her. I was shaking my head thinking, she is going to perish. And that baby is right along with her. Because that baby is depending on her to save him. All I could do was shake my head. I'm not shaking my head to say I'm better and I know more. I shake my head because I know you ain't going to make it. And you can see it. You can see the people that ain't. Like, you ain't going to make it. When you see somebody drowning, it's a difference between if the boat capsized, it's a difference between the person splashing in the water like this and the person that's doing this, ain't it? It's a big difference. It's a big difference. The person doing this trying to get to the shore, they might have a chance. They kind of far out. If they got some wind, they can do it. But the person doing this, y'all better hurry up and get that boat out to her, throw her a life preserver, run out that dinghy. She going under. That's what I saw. Some of these people in here tonight in the Greenhouse Lounge, I see a lot of people doing this. You ain't good at your breathing, but you working on your breathing. But you at least, you treading water. And when you get tired, what you do, you float or you dog pedaling, but you doing it. You doing it. You backstroking, a little bit easier. Little dog pedal. Stride, get your wind together. But some people splashing around in the water, all you doing is attracting sharks. This person ain't. The shark gonna follow that one all the way to the shore to make sure, is this a turtle? But this one, that's a turtle. I'm eating that one. That shark is the system. When the system see that you don't know what you're doing, and the system see that you're splashing around in life and you don't know what's going on and you about to drown, that's when they devour you first. They'll devour you first before this person. That's going to be hard to catch. It's hard to catch this one. This one, though, is just spinning in a circle, going under every blue moon. This is an easy pickoff right here. You got to watch. The shark is the system, and that's what we're fighting right now. Our boat has already capsized. Our boat is upside down and sinking. We in swim mode. What's the saying? Sink or swim? It's for real now. And on that note, I'm going to leave y'all, let y'all get some sleep, because I ain't got to work tomorrow, so I'm going to be up all night, and I'm about to do some stuff because I got some planning to do, and I got something else to show y'all. What's in the box is not over, so be looking out for that video. All right, Live from 73. I love y'all. Have a wonderful night. Please be safe. Prep and pray. Amen.